Hello guys, I know I haven't posted a video in quite some time now. My last video, I believe that was like last week. I've been doing a lot of stuff and pretty much I've been busy and stuff like trying to get jobs, and mainly because it's so hot around here, it's really ridiculous because it's kind of hard for me to even walk around when it's around 90 to 100 degrees. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. Now, I've been hearing a lot about this Charlottesville thing, and it's becoming much more worse than most people consider it to be. Now, I can admit there are some terrible things that happened. One girl got killed and a few officers got killed as well, and a lot of people got injured as well. Now, the media wants to portray this as it was all just plain Klansmen and neo-Nazis being fought against the Antifas. Now, this is where the mainstream media got it wrong. For one, it wasn't just Antifa that was out there, it was Black Lives Matter that was out there, because I didn't even figure that out until this Thursday. So, well, actually last Thursday, that's when I actually figured it out, that Black Lives Matter was actually there. Because truth be told, considering how the media actually portrays it, is that it was just neo-Nazis and the Klans, KKK, versus the Antifas, when actually Black Lives Matter was there, and they just didn't want to actually say anything about it. Now, they got on Trump for saying that he didn't name them as they were. The thing is, my family said that, oh, well, we should blame him because he didn't name the actual group that actually do anything. He didn't name the groups. So he's most likely part of that group. That's actually incorrect. He actually demonized the white nationalists, the KKK, and the neo-Nazis for actually doing this. But the one thing is that this is one thing that I find is very interesting. None of the mainstream media wants to actually demonize the Antifas or the Black Lives Matter for actually starting it. Now, I looked at a large amount of footage because honestly I didn't want to do this review without actually having some proof and some kind of evidence and a lot of things on my mind here. I wanted to actually go into this headstrong and be able to be knowledgeable about it. Now, the thing is, when you look at this actual rally, because I believe they actually was talking about this statue being removed. I think it was Robert E. Lee, I think. I'm not very sure about the name, but that's what they were getting upset about because they took down a statue. Truth be told, I'm thinking to myself, why the hell would you take it down when it's historic? I don't care if this man had a lot of slaves. There's a lot of people in history that had a lot of slaves. So, this is just a blanket past, like a black part of the past that honestly most people don't really care about anymore. You guys didn't try to do this when Obama was president, so why are you doing it when Trump is president? But the one main reason that I find this to be very weird is that the media does not want to blame the people who actually started it. Now, when it comes to the actual, pretty much the whole entire rally, they got permission. And truth be told, there wasn't that many Klansmen there, nor was there that many Nazis there. These people were just pissed off that they took down a statue for no real blanket reason other than the person had slaves. That's it. And I'm thinking to myself, why do you care so much about one's past? I mean, there is no country that I can see of that actually has a good past. I mean, Russia had a bad past, China, Japan, any country you can think of has at least some bad part of their past. Now, should we congratulate it? Maybe not, but considering at the timing of things, it was perfectly acceptable. All we had to do is just learn not to make these kind of mistakes again. But these people don't really care about that. They don't care that those who don't know their history is doomed to repeat it. So why would we get rid of the statue? Now, the thing is that these people did have a permit to be there. Now, Antifa and the Black Lives Matter did not have a permit, and they decided to go and attack them no matter what. The only thing is that the media keeps thinking the Antifa is on their side, but the thing is, the Antifa is on no one's side. They're just a bunch of radical idiots who don't have a job or have anything else to do than attacking other people because, truth be told, I don't know who they like or dislike. It seems like they're just a bunch of people a bunch of teenagers who've been doing chaotic shit and not knowing what the hell their even leader is. Because when it came to the protest, well, pretty much the riot, when it came to the whole thing, they would have done things peacefully. I mean, all you had to do is just wait it out, wait at least 2, maybe 3 hours, and pretty much they probably went home and things like that. But the main thing is, I'm looking at every bit of footage, and it seems like the Antifas don't really care about doing things peacefully. The thing is about Antifas, who we already know is violent because of the inauguration, even before the inauguration, been doing stupid shit. Then we lead to the Black Lives Matters, who pretty much gets a platform in support, but also turns on the people who does give them support. So why would anybody be a part of these groups? Now, I condemn the KKK, and I condemn the neo-Nazis, and not only that, but some people in the rally actually condemned them. But the thing is, seeing that they were marching, and they had permission to be there, they did nothing to actually stop them, considering that they were very peaceful. They didn't do anything to the people who really were respectable for it. So they're like, why should we even do anything? Now, up to the girl's death. Now the thing is that when it came to this girl's death, it was a big tragedy because this girl got ran over by, I believe it was like a neo-Nazi or a Klansman. I'm not very sure what he is. But truth be told, do I blame him? Not really. I know that a lot of people will say, why don't you want to condemn him? Mainly it's because that girl should not have been there in the first place. All those people who got injured in this protest should not have been there. Now, why would I blame someone for something that they have done, even though they came there for violence? It's like they say, when you cause violence upon someone, don't get mad if this person hurts you even worse. It just means that you wasn't prepared for it. These people who was doing the rally was not violent until the Antifas came and the Black Lives Matter came to actually stir up trouble. But no, the media doesn't want to condemn them. The media wants to condemn anybody who's with on Trump's side. They want to condemn anybody and call them racist, call them part of the Klan, part of neo-Nazis, because that's the one thing that they can actually go toward. But the thing is, it's proven to be very falsehood because guess what? They cannot prove their facts. Every single time you look at it, you'll see that footage saying that, oh well, Trump didn't name them. Here's a thought. How can he name someone on the first day when he didn't know all the information? Hell, I didn't even know all the groups that were actually in it until last Thursday. That's when I figured out who all the groups was. Because honestly, I didn't even know the Black Lives Matter actually was even there. So I could not blame Trump for actually not mentioning them when I don't even know. But the thing is, when it comes to the Antifas and the Black Lives Matter, we already know that they're violent people. But the thing is, the media doesn't want to mention them because they're on their side. Because they dislike Trump, and the thing is, the Antifas and the Black Lives Matter hates Trump, so they like, we don't want to condemn them. Truth be told, I condemn the Antifas and the Black Lives Matter. I do not condemn the other group, because they had a permit to be there. If they would just been left alone, this event would have probably been like an hour, 2 hours, at the most 3. No one would have got hurt. Everybody would have just went upon their day, and that's it. But no. The Antifas don't care about that. Black Lives Matter don't care about that. They believe that they're fighting against fascists, which honestly, they're fighting fascists and racism with the exact same thing that they're supposed to be fighting against. How in the world can you fight racism and fascism by using racism and fashion? It's kind of like you're using a double-edged sword, and the problem is that when you're using it, you're not very good at it, and you stab yourself. That's all it is. I condemn the Black Lives Matter and the Antifas. I do not condemn the others. Now, Trump may have condemned all groups, but the thing is, I'm not the president. I'm not here to look cute. I'm not here to make everybody's feelings better. I'm here to tell the truth. I condemn the Antifas and the Black Lives Matter for starting in this ordeal that happened. If you don't like it, that's tough for you. Because guess what? They are the ones at fault, not the other group. If you want to blame the Antifas and the Black Lives Matter, or if you want to blame the Klans and the neo-Nazis and the other people who was there, you have to blame both. Because guess what? None of this would have happened if the Antifas and the Black Lives Matter would have stayed their asses home. No death would have occurred. No one would have gotten injured. People would have went on their day, and this would have been pretty much just something that were 2-3 days worth of news coverage, and that's it. Nobody would have really even gave a damn. That's all I have to say about this subject.